So Molly just did my dishes, literally. There's a little bit of like soup residue, but fuck the fork. Look at that. This whole thing was covered in soup, right? Like enchilada cheese soup. I put it on the ground for like 5 minutes, and I look down, and Molly has like a little bit of like enchilada residue or whatever on her chin, and I look at my bowl, and it looks like she did the dishes. Thanks, Molly.
So there is a wooden boat made out of 100 pieces of wood.
Okay.
And every day, you replace one of the pieces of wood on there with a new one for 100 days until you've pretty much built a new boat. And with all the old pieces, you build another boat. Which one's the original boat?
Not the one you changed on. Okay, so the second one?
The second one that you built. But technically...
Yeah, because you take all the old ones off, and then...
So are you saying that humans, after let's say like about 7 years, once all their old dead cells, all their cells have pretty much died and been reborn, are you saying they're a completely new person?
Maybe like their skin and shit. Probably not the personality.
Okay, so pretty much, remember, all these new pieces of wood have been put on the new boat. In essence, it's like you've been adding to it and taking away at the same time.
I mean, it doesn't really change their personality. It might change.
I mean, they're still just boats
Yeah.
at this point, right?
Yeah.
So which one do you think is the original? The one that was built from all the old pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. How come?
Because you take them away and just make a new one from new pieces. Right? Like,
Well,
so, okay, so first you have the
you
bow,
have
right?
one boat, right? It's made out of 100 pieces of wood. But
Yeah, and then you take all those away.
no, you're not taking them all away. It's one by one. So like first you take off one piece and you put on another. And then you take off another piece and you put on another. This happens over like the span of time.
Yeah, and then in the end you're building the original one again.
Yes, but with the old piece. You're pretty much rebuilding another boat with the old piece.
Wait, what?
You're pretty much building another boat with the new pieces. I mean, with the old pieces. Is that new boat that you built with the old pieces the original? Or is it a new boat?
So the new one with the old ones is pretty much the same fucking boat.
Okay.
Well, it depends if you're putting the pieces in the same order they were.
True.
So if you put the pieces in the same order the way you took them off before, then it'll be the same fucking boat. I mean, it pretty much is, but it depends if you put them. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, interesting. Let's see. So
I mean, it is the same boat. You're just mixing up.
So are they both technically the same boat now?
Are they built like? So okay, so it's the same boat.
Is it, or are they different boats?
It's different because you have different pieces.
Okay.
I mean, it might be like the same model boat, right? Because you have the same pieces. And
Possibly.
Yeah. You're just.
Okay. Sorry, this is just like honestly to confuse you.
How?
I mean, it's a paradox. Some people will argue that the first boat is still the original. Some people will argue that the second one.
I mean, it's kind of common sense. If you really think about it, I think it's common sense.
But then again, if you really think about it, it's not.
How?
I don't know. I'm just trying to argue with you.
That's stupid.
Okay. Another one.
Yeah, so
Let's see.
I'll win. I'll win. I have
I mean, it's all different based on everybody's point of view.
the pretty much.
Let's see.
Let's go.
Alright, so a prisoner is set to be hung on a surprise day of the next week. It is currently Sunday.
Okay.
So the prisoner deduces that he will not be hung on Friday because it will no longer be a surprise if he's not hung by Thursday. Therefore, he also deduces that Thursday would be too obvious of a day to be hung if he's not hung by Wednesday. So he says he cannot be hung on either Friday nor Thursday. And then later he deducts that being hung on Wednesday would be too obvious to be hung. So, because if he's not hung by Tuesday, he would know that it would already be Wednesday. Therefore, he also deduces that due to all of that, it would also be too obvious to be hung on either Tuesday or Monday. Therefore, he believes that he is not going to be hung. So, the next day, which is Monday, which even though the prisoner thinks that he's already not going to be hung on pretty much any day of the week and that he's good, the warden comes in to pick him up to go have him executed. Where do you think is the flaw in his thinking?
Yeah, that was way confusing. You kind of lost me. Like,
Okay, I apologize.
You totally lost me in the beginning. I'm
It's
like,
okay.
wait, what?
So there's like a prisoner and he's supposed to be
Yeah.
hung, right?
Okay.
And the king tells him that he will be hung on a surprise day
Yeah, okay.
this next coming week. It is currently Sunday.
Okay, so the week's starting.
Yeah, so the week is barely starting off. They don't do hangings on... Oh, I didn't include this. They don't do hangings on Saturday or Sunday. So he deducts that he already knows he can't be hung on Sunday. So he's saying that pretty much he can't be hung on Friday because that would be the last day of the week and it would not be a surprise hanging if he's not hung by then already. Thanks to that, he deduces that he can also not be hung on Thursday because if he had not been hung already by Wednesday, it'd be too obvious for him to be hung on Thursday. So therefore he says he cannot be hung on Friday nor Thursday. Because of that, he also thinks that being hung on Wednesday would be too obvious. So therefore he would not be hung on Wednesday because if he's not hung by Tuesday, not being hung on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday would be too obvious.
So how...
So therefore he deducts that it has to be either Monday or Tuesday. Let's say he thinks that Monday would be too soon for him to be hung. And then Tuesday, he thinks it would be too obvious because of he's not hung on Monday, then it would for sure have to be Tuesday, and therefore that is too obvious. And he deducts that he's actually not going to be hung.
Well, if it's a fucking surprise fucking hanging, you're not gonna fucking know anyways.
That's true, but he is deducing that he's pretty much not going to be hung. And then the warden comes in the next day to get him to be hung on Monday. Where do you see the flaw in his thinking, I guess?
Because it's a surprise and he's just fucking thinking shit out of his ass.
Yeah, that's possible. Sorry, I'm bad at this.
I mean, that's what I think. I mean, if it's a surprise, right?
Yeah?
You're not gonna know. He might be fucking scared and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah? Okay.
Because if it's a surprise, you're not gonna fucking know anyways.
That's true. So, can you prove or disprove the statement, this statement is false?
Can I prove
Or disprove
or disprove?
when somebody tells you this statement is false, but they're only speaking about that specific statement, them saying this statement is false. It's called the liar's paradox. By saying...
Are they talking about those words, or are they actually
No,
talking
those
about
words.
a
Those specific words. Like, this statement is false. Like, that specific word
This
or phrase.
statement is false.
Can you prove that it's true or false? Because... Or not necessarily prove that it's true or false, but if you think about it, if it is true, that statement is considered a lie. But if it's false, it's telling the truth. And if it's coming to you from a liar, how would you know?
You wouldn't. Because you don't know how anybody's thinking.
True.
You never know how anybody's thinking.
You don't? Unless you just know that person.
I mean, you really truly don't know, like, how anybody's I don't know how you are. Like, I know you because you're my friend, but I don't like know you. Like, I don't know what you like. I don't know what your true self is.
Okay. Let's see. This one's called the crocodile paradox.
Crocodile.
A crocodile snatches a young boy from a riverbank. His mother pleads with the crocodile to return him, to which the crocodile replies that he will only return the boy safely if the mother can guess correctly whether or not he will indeed return the boy. There is no problem if the mother guesses that the crocodile will return him. If she is right, he is returned. If she is wrong, the crocodile keeps him. If she answers that the crocodile will not return him, however, we end up with a paradox. If she is right and the crocodile never intended to return her child, then the crocodile has to return him, but in doing so breaks his word and contradicts the mother's answer. On the other hand, if she is wrong and the crocodile actually did intend to return the boy, the crocodile must keep him even though he intended not to, thereby also breaking his word.
That's confusing as fuck.
Yeah, so pretty much the crocodile took the little boy and the mom has to guess whether or not the crocodile is going to return him or not. Therefore, and then based on her answer, the crocodile will return the boy if her answer is right.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the basic overview of this is that a crocodile takes a little boy.
Okay.
And the mom goes and asks the crocodile what she can do to get the boy back. And what the crocodile says is that she has to guess whether or not he will give back the child. And if she guesses right, the crocodile will give back the child.
So where's she guessing?
She just has to guess whether or not he will return her, or he will return the child.
Well, if he took the fucking child in the first place,
So how would you answer that? Like if somebody took, let's say, Molly.
If someone took Molly, and I have to guess whether or not they would keep it or give her back.
Yeah. And then they tell you that if you, pretty much, they're going to tell you, you have to guess if I'm going to keep her or give her back to you. If you guess correctly, I will give her back to you.
That's hard. Okay.
Doesn't make sense. Because if the answer is...
Wait.
Hold up. It doesn't make sense because if the answer is, you won't give her back to me.
He keeps them, right?
Technically. But because of his previous word, he would technically have to give it back. But you don't know if they'll give it back to you or not.
Fucking fuck! Wait. Okay, so I have to answer whether... Okay, so beginning again? Fork?
So let's say you're walking down the road, right?
Yeah.
And there is one way leads to where you want to go, and the other one pretty much like, let's say, leads to your death or something.
You die or something, okay.
And tells you the wrong answer. How would you figure out which one's which? Like, how do you figure out which one's telling you the right answer and which one's not?
So figuring out what one's telling the truth, what one's lying to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know if someone's like actually lying to you.
I mean, you can figure out who it is with a specific question.
With a specific question?
I mean, there's two questions that you could probably ask them that I know of.
I mean, the only way you could... I mean, there's not really a way to actually 100%.
There is, actually.
So you would know...
Because you know one fact about them.
Did you say a fact about them?
I did, and I'm not repeating it.
What?
That's already a big-ass hand.
What?
You know one truth about them already.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
Okay, so you're walking down this path, and you see
a fork.
there's a fork in the road, right? So pretty much a path going left and a path going right. And
Okay, left and right.
one leads to your pretty much the destination where you want to go, and the other one leads to pretty much your death.
Okay.
And there's two brothers that are sitting there. One of them keeps lying to you, and the other one keeps telling you the truth, but you don't know which one's which.
But how would you know if that one's lying for sure?
You don't know. Let's say that you ask them, which way should I go? They each point to an opposite direction. They say that way.
But the thing is, you don't like actually know if someone's lying or not.
No, but you can figure it out.
I mean, you said one's lying to you, one's telling the truth, but how do you fucking know?
You can ask them questions.
I mean, I guess you could hang out with them, fucking actually get to know them a little bit.
True, but let's just say that for this thing, you can only ask them one question to find out which one's telling you the truth and which one's lying. What question would you ask?
Are you lying to me? Fucking hell.
I mean, yeah, that's one question you could ask.
I
But
mean,
both of them will
but
probably
get
tell you
this.
no.
You could ask that to a liar that you don't know is a liar, and they just fucking lie to your face and say they're not lying.
Yeah, then they would both tell you that they're not lying to you because one of them's telling you the truth and the other one's lying.
Well, then I guess you gotta send both of them down each path and see what one lives.
I mean, that's if they're willing to do that for you. And if you can make them do that.
Well, you could be like, both of you follow me in this path, and if they're fucking scared, then you don't go.
Yeah, I mean, that's if they move. I don't think they'll budge.
I would do everything I could to be like, all right, one go that way, one go that way.
There's an easier way than doing that.
That's what I would do.
They wouldn't budge, dude.
Then I would carry them.
I don't think they'd let you.
I don't care. I'm not
You'd probably
dying.
get your ass whooped. There's a lot.
They're
There's
little kids. If they cry,
How do you know they're little kids? Maybe they're big, beefy, like cue balls.
okay. Then I would pay them.
They don't want your money.
Then
Let me know when you give up so I can just tell you the answer. But don't give up now.
there's an actual answer to this.
Yeah, there is. You're probably gonna be like, it's fucking stupid.
Probably, because that's how most of these end.
Yeah, usually.
Okay, one's lying to me, one's not.
Yep. You know that, but you don't know which one's which. How do you find this out?
You can't.
You can.
Not.
You can.
Not.
You can.
Not.
No, like for reals, you can.
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
You ask them if they're brothers. You know that they're brothers.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I told you that. One of them's gonna say yes, and the other one's gonna be like, well, maybe not. And so you try. If you know that they are brothers,
Fuck you.
I told you. I gave you a big ass hint. I was like, what is the one truth you know about them?
Fuck. Molly, clean my dish. No, just kidding.
She's like, already done, sir.
It's okay. God damn it. I feel stupid.
Bro, relax. It took me forever to figure that one out.
I'm sure. I mean, like the first two ones,
I mean, the first two weren't riddles, they were paradoxes.
yeah, that's why it fucked me up. I thought you were doing one of those. So you switched it on me.
Yeah.
You should have told me it was a riddle.
I'm sorry.
I probably would have gotten it if I knew it wasn't a fucking
Paradox?
Yeah.
Alright, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because paradox and riddles are way different things.
Definitely. So, what are the two things that you can definitely not eat for breakfast?
What is this?
This is another riddle.
I'm like, what is this?
Two things that you most definitely cannot eat for breakfast.
Cannot eat for breakfast?
Yeah, two things that are pretty much two things that are impossible to eat for breakfast. I mean,
is it an actual food or
I can't tell you. Alright, go name two.
rocks and fucking Windex?
Well, I mean, technically you can eat Windex, you can drink it, and then rocks, technically salt is a rock. It's a crystal.
So you would eat a rock for breakfast?
I mean, you eat salt, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a stone?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't eat a stump for breakfast.
Well,
I
because
wouldn't.
you wouldn't.
I wouldn't eat a pile of shit for breakfast.
But you can. Are you ready for the answer?
What can't? Okay, you can't eat words.
I was gonna say lunch and dinner.
That's stupid. I mean, I eat breakfast at lunch sometimes. I eat breakfast.
True, but you can't eat lunch for breakfast and you can't eat dinner for breakfast.
I do that sometimes.
Okay. Then what's brown and sticky?
Holy shit.
I was gonna say a stick, but I mean that works too.
Brown and sticky. Sticky? You mean a sappy stick?
I guess. No, because it's sticky.
Molly is shit. Wait, I thought you said stinky.
No, sticky.
Oh, my bad.
When is 99 more than 100?
When is 99 more than 100?
More than 100.
I mean, we have 199, 299, 399, 499, 599.
No, just when is 99 more than 100?
Makes no sense then.
It's another riddle.
When you add 1.
No, it's just 99 itself more than 100.
The number 99.
Yeah.
More than the number 100.
Yeah, like in what scenario is 99 more than 100?
I saw a shirt on this, I think. I forgot what it said! I swear to God there's a shirt that says something like this.
I mean, it's possible.
No, there is. I saw it. There's a
Really?
shirt that says this fucking thing.
Do you want me to tell it to you then?
Yes. I don't know what it says.
In a microwave. Because when you put 99 in there, it runs for like a minute 39 seconds, but when you put in 100, it only runs for a minute.
Oh, there you go. Dude, there's a shirt that says something about
Really?
fucking yeah. It had nothing to do with a microwave. Fuck. I'm probably thinking of something way off.
What's black, then red, then white?
Black, red, then white?
Yeah, what is black, then red, and then white?
Then red. Then white.
Yep.
So it changes colors. The star?
No.
A fucking black hole?
No.
A Pokeball?
No. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Coal.
Okay, yeah. Starts off. Okay.
Starts off black, then when you heat it up, it turns red. And then once it's done, it turns white. Alright. A man entered a house. There was no one else in the house. He walked into a room, stopped, slowly raised his hands above his head. And after a moment, he turned around, let out a big laugh, and left. Why?
Say it again. There's a man.
A man entered a house. There was no one else inside the house. He walked into a room, stopped, and slowly raised his hands above his head. After a moment, he turned around, let out a big laugh, and left. Why?
The fuck?
Why did he...
There's no one in the house. He fucking raises his hands in the air, turns around, and fucking laughs.
Yeah. And then he leaves.
Because nobody was there, and he laughed because he was the person there.
No.
Something like that. Wait.
There was a parrot behind him giving him orders.
There was a parrot behind him. What the fuck? How does that make sense? How can everyone... What?
Because parrots repeat what they say. Put your
Yeah.
hands over your head.
Wait.
I don't know.
But the guy didn't say that.
I know, I'm just being... I'm thinking that's why. Unless the parrot was literally behind him just giving him orders.
Did you just make that up?
No, that one was on here.
Well, they should probably say something
Probably.
that the guy says something and then raises his hands in the air. Because I have no fucking idea how you would even get that.
Honestly, same.
No, because think about it. He walks in, he doesn't say shit, he just fucking walks in a room. He says,
I mean, maybe the parrot's telling him to do all of that.
But there's nothing, because the only thing you said, a man walks to a house, right?
Yeah.
There's
the only one there.
nobody in it, right? And then he finds a room, walks in it, puts his hands in the air. Like there's no way that. I mean.
I know it's stupid.
I mean, I guess you could be like, there's a fucking cop that fucking shows up because he's inside a house robbing. I don't know. But the parrot, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of random. Let's see. If forward is going ahead and toward is coming at you, what is a cow moving forward towards you?
Wait, there's a cow?
If forward is going ahead and toward, like towards,
okay, yeah.
toward is coming at you, what is a cow moving forward towards you?
What is a cow moving towards?
Moving forward toward you.
Charging?
A coward.
Oh my god. He's charging at you? Interesting.
I am around everything. Everything that lives because of me. What am I?
Did you say leaves?
Lives.
What?
Air.
Fucking stupid. What the fuck?
What has a tongue but cannot talk, gets around but cannot walk.
What has a tongue?
Has a tongue,
Cannot talk.
can't talk, gets around but can't walk.
Oh, shoes.
Yeah. Nice.
Shoes.
Oh god, some of these are a little too long.
Fucking stories.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, you got any tricky, weird shit or anything like that?
I don't know of any fucking weird stuff.
You know, any just like
or
weird facts?
weird facts.
Yeah.
Let's see, jokes. Holy crap! I need to get out of my truck more.
It's okay, it happens.
I don't know shit, dude.
Bro, you're chilling.
Like legit. Like I used to know like some stupid jokes, but they're not coming to my brain.
It's okay.
Oh, there's this one joke, but I kind of forget how it goes, but I'll try.
Okay.
I'll just fucking spit shit out of my ass until I get to the part. Alright,
Okay.
so this little boy, it's his first day at school, right? And he has an alphabet test. So the teacher calls the kids out one at a time to take their test because they have to do it privately. So the other kids don't hear. So it's the kid's turn, and the teacher says start, and then he starts. He's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And then the teacher's like, oh, you missed one. I'll give you a chance to say what it is. And then he's like, I thought I did it. Can you give me a hint? And then she said, you're missing P. And then he's like, it's running down my leg.
That's pretty great. What is that?
Telling me I can pass the way station.
Nice.
If it's red, I have to go. But
Nope. So there's this kid, he's like all excited for prom. He's got like a date and everything. So he's getting ready and he's got a suit. Him and a bunch of his buddies like got a limo, he's got a date and everything. So they get ready, they go to prom, the limo drops them off, and so they go in, they show their IDs to go inside and everything, right? So after all this, he's kind of dancing a little bit, he's talking to this girl, they kind of kiss, slow dance a little bit, and then the music goes off, and they kind of go and they sit down a little bit just to go chat. And they go and they have a walk around the venue. There's like some cool stuff, there's some paintings, there's like some sports stuff going around. And then, you know, they kind of start looking around. They realize that they're kind of just, you know, it's one of the last things that they're going to do like in high school. They're going to graduate soon, all this other shit. So then they go back, they dance a little bit more, and then they go outside, they go look at the sky and shit. And then she says she's thirsty, so he offers to go get her a drink. He walks downstairs and he sees that there's no punchline.
That's stupid. There's no punchline.
Kind of like this joke. There's no punchline.
It just stops.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end.
Oh my god. Why you bitch?
Bitch ass motherfucker, bitch.
Fast free shipping and a truckload more.
In a truck.
Amazon Prime!
In a world where Amazon Prime dominates everything. Along with Walmart, Disney World, and Costco.
So I am now Amazon affiliate.
What do you mean?
So basically,
Oh, you have your own affiliate link with Amazon
Yeah.
and everything? Yo, that's pretty cool.
So if you're watching this, I'm gonna put my Amazon link down below. If you guys want something from Amazon and you want me to put something specific on the link, let me know and I'll do it.
Yo, so you should start reviewing random shit and putting your affiliate link on it.
From Amazon?
Yeah, like, I don't know if you can link up with like any brands or anything, and just be like, hey, you know what? I'm an Amazon affiliate. If you guys let me test out your product, I can do a review on it. I can reach out to all these kids on my Discord server, my Instagram, all that other stuff.
Make YouTube videos of it?
Yeah,
True dit.
yeah, man. I can get us some sick B-roll of it. We can just, we can get you talking about it. And we Gucci.
I'm down.
Hell yeah.
That would be pretty dope.